Today we are discussing conjugate gaze deviation in stroke. So conjugate gaze deviation is a very important localizing sign. It's a very important localizing sign. That is why it is important clinically. So clinically, the lesions for which conjugate gaze deviation is very diagnostic is one is that it is towards the side of lesion in MCA stroke and putamen hemorrhage, and it is away from the side of lesion in pontine stroke. So let's see the visual path, the gaze pathway. So the gaze pathway starts from the frontal eye field in the frontal lobe. The impulse, it travels through the anterior limb of internal capsule. It will go to somewhere in the upper pons. It will cross to the opposite side, and it will come to the paramedian pontine reticular formation, which is the red tract shown in the diagram. Okay, now the impulse will go through this PPRF and it will reach the abducens nucleus of the opposite side. Okay, so we are talking about the left frontal eye field. So it has reached the abducens nucleus of the right side. Now it will this is supplying the lateral rectus of the right side. Okay. At the same time, the impulse will travel through the MLF, that is a medial longitudinal fascicular, that is a yellow tract in the diagram, and it will go to the oculomotor nerve of the left side, that is the same side, which is supplying the medial rectus of the same side. So the abducens of the opposite side and the medial rectus, the lateral rectus of the opposite side and the medial rectus of the same side is stimulated simultaneously. So as a result, the gaze is going to move to the right side. Okay. So when the left frontal eye field is stimulated, the gaze is moving towards the right side. So it is pushing the eye towards the opposite side. Okay. This frontal eye field is like a command center, you can remember. Okay. This is for voluntary eye movement. Okay. When I want to move my eye towards the right side, my left frontal eye field is going to give a command. Okay. And command is given to this PPRF. Okay. So this is the execution. Okay. Execution is by the PPRF, and the eye will move towards the right side. Okay. So this is the pathway we have discussed. Okay. Now let's talk about the strokes. Okay, so let's talk about MCA stroke. So this is the left side, this is the right side. Okay, so now suppose if I have a left MCA stroke. Now this frontal eye field is actually supplied by the left MCA. This left side frontal eye field is supplied by the left MCA. So this frontal eye field is gone. Okay, so this whole pathway is gone. So that is why I will not be able to look to the right side. Okay, but whereas the right side is good, right frontal eye field is good, so I'll be able to look to the left side is perfect. Okay, so that is why the gaze is deviated towards the left side, and that is why it is towards the same side, that is the left side, the gaze deviation. Okay. Okay, now let's discuss the putamen hemorrhage. Okay, putamen hemorrhage. Okay, so this is affecting the anterior limb of internal capsule. Okay, so somewhere on here. Okay, this is affected. This is gone. Okay, suppose the left side. Okay, again. So again, the whole thing is gone. Okay, so I am not able to see to the right side, but the right side one is good. Okay, so I'll be able to see to the left side. Okay, so that is why again the gaze is divided to the same side. Okay, now let's talk about the pontine stroke. Okay, pontine stroke. So in pontine stroke, what is affected? This red color tract, that is a paramedian pontine reticular formation, this PPRF. Okay. Now suppose if I'm talking about a left pontine stroke. Okay. This is the left side, this is the right side. Okay. The left pontine stroke I'm talking, so this is gone. Okay. Now this is responsible. This is what it is applying. It is applying the uh, lateral rectus of the same side and the medial rectus of the. So this is responsible for the gaze deviation towards the left side. Okay, so now the gaze is not divided. I cannot see to the left side. Okay, but the right side one is perfectly working, so I'll be able to see to the right side. Right side is perfectly working. Okay, so that is why the gaze is divided towards the right side. So this is away from the side of the lesion.